My dear friends, I hope all of you are doing well and you have a good weekend. I want to start today's video by expressing my deepest condolences and empathy with the family and friends of the innocent victims in Thailand. The, the images and the reports coming out of Thailand are shocking. It's sad and it's horrific to see innocent children being killed like that, young as 2 years old. And I hope the families just are able to muster the courage in this tough time to pass through this tough time. It's so sad. It's really sad to even think about it. So, to my first topic today, I want to speak about Miranda Hughes. She is the nurse who went on a TV show and said, if you have voted Tories, then you should not be resuscitated. Now, her statement itself is extremely discriminatory, extremely dangerous. But I was once told by a nurse that, oh, how can you be a healthcare professional when you're not a socialist? Now, so that type of view is prevalent within the NHS. And it is sad, it is shocking. I did not say anything to that nurse because I knew that whatever I would say would go over her head. There is no point even in mentioning that. They don't know the history of socialism, and seems to have been a revisionism of socialism in our academia. That's a different topic. I hope Miranda Hughes gets investigated by the NMC. I know a lot of my colleagues who has been investigated for minimal reasons by the NMC. So if she doesn't get investigated, something is definitely wrong. Having said that, just wanted to highlight her hypocrisy. She's using the NHS for political purposes, her political points, but she left the NHS last year for a big fat salary, and she lives in a £500,000 house, which can house 4 families at least, as it seems, from the outside. Having said that, credit to her that she came out and gave some TV interviews, and she also lost her job. And I can see the point of the private company firing her, but my point here is, did it achieve anything? Because I'm not a fan of cancel culture. I do not like cancel culture one bit. So her losing her job actually does nothing but makes her a martyr for the left. Whereas if we had made her go into sensitivity training, made her realize the values of nursing, which was led by the lady with the light, the Florence Nightingale, she nursed enemy soldiers and her native soldiers. This is what nursing should be, and the values of nursing and healthcare should be, to be honest. We could have done more to fight against cancel culture by doing that. I do not think her losing her job was a solution to anything. But yeah, no one wants bad PR, but I understand that. But yeah, did she really need to lose her job? I can see the justification of it, but did it achieve anything in the long run? No, it was just a short-term fix, PR fix, as they say. My third topic, well, I'm only talking about sad topics today. My third topic, or my second main topic, is the brutal murder of an innocent young Palestinian belonging to the LGBTQ community by Islamist Palestinians in the West Bank. This young guy in his 20s was living in Israel, as far as I've read the reports, was living in Israel and he was visiting his home in Ramallah or in the West Bank, as far as I know. He even was granted asylum in Israel. But as he visited, some people found out he was visiting, got hold of him, and murdered him. What has the world come to? What has the world come to? It is sad. It is sad that he had to lose his life, and my deepest empathies are with his family and friends who are mourning his death. And I hope they are provided, I hope they can muster their energy and courage and strength to go through this tough time. Having said that, And you can take me to task on the comment section for connecting the two. But this is what Israel has to deal with, because these are the same Islamists. These are the same Islamists that uh, that call for the destruction of Israel. Same Islamists that hate Jews and call for eradication of Jews. These are the same Islamists that do not want peace and that do not know the value of freedom, freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom itself. They're anti LGBTQ, they're anti freedom. Now, and also they're anti peace. Now, the only country in the Middle East, or the top three countries in the Middle East, where LGBTQ people, LGBTQ communities are allowed to have a freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom to express their political opinions and participate in society? Israel, Israel, Israel. So I will be unashamedly supporting Israel and speaking on Israel and how this innocent young 20 young guy in his 20s would have been alive if he was in Israel, and if he didn't have to visit his family in the West Bank. I hope the perpetrators are brought to justice, but I doubt the Fatah will, the Palestinian Authority will. But I hope the international community puts pressure on the Palestinian Authority on this topic. Finally, I know my Jewish friends are uh, going into Shabbat, and I wish them a Shabbat Shalom, and also Chag Sameach, Chag Sukkot Sameach. I hope the sukkah goes well and it rains less. I remember how when it rained during Sukkot, it was always it used to cause a huge difficulty. And yeah, that's it, my friend. I know I touched on some very sad topics today, but I think it's something to speak about, it's something to discuss. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page for common sense commentary on socio-political issues worldwide. Thank you and have a good weekend. Bye bye.